Welcome back to Nostalgia Bros.
Children might be watching this, Troy.
Spoilers!
Connor lose it! No! No! Are you kidding me?
Three, two, one.
Welcome back to Connor telling us the story about the time that he fell into the frozen river.
I don't want to tell the story.
Now
But if you tell the story, I'm going to sound like a complete fucking retard.
So, yep, sport.
Okay, so we were in grade 9, and I was hanging out outside at lunchtime with all like my group of friends. Troy was a big tool, and he was hanging out inside because nobody likes him.
With the cool people.
Yeah, the cool people. Like that's a discussion for another day, and like I'm not even going to get into that. So I was outside. And like my group of friends and I were walking on the frozen river because our school is actually really cool geographically. It was situated
it's like a
on
moat.
this it was situated on like a piece of high ground, a little peninsula, but it was surrounded by this big old river. So it almost had like a moat. It was a really, really cool location. But the river, like, okay, we lived in northern Ontario, right? The river got cold and it got frozen, and people would drive skidoos on it, and it was a cool thing. But it didn't freeze properly in this one section, and none of us realized it as we were kind of walking along it because it was still covered in snow. So as we're walking along it, there was just an addition. I'm carrying a frozen pumpkin because we found the frozen pumpkin. It was cool. So I'm the big clown out in front, walking with the pumpkin, being a big old fucking class clown, and everyone turns around for a second, and then they turn back around, and I'm nowhere to be seen, but there's a pumpkin floating on the river. So our friend Kyle kind of goes, well, that's a problem. And he slides on the ice and fishes me out of the river. And everyone else has climbed off the river at this point. And I get up onto the river, up onto the frozen river, and it starts to crack. So now Kyle and I are both like in danger of falling in, so we sprint over to the shore. And we get out of the river, and I yawn. And Kyle looks at me kind of weirdly for a moment and goes, Connor, do you know what hypothermia is? And I'm like, no, what is it, Kyle? And he's like, you think you're getting tired, but you're really getting dead. And then I yawned again and screamed like a little girl and proceeded to run inside and get laughed at by numerous people for being all soaking wet.
Yeah, I came to class wet. And I believe the yawn went something like, oh my god! Something like that, but a little more yawny. And
Kyle could probably tell the story when he gets here sometime later. Not now. Shut the fuck up.
Spoiler.
If
you'd like to actually know Kyle's, you could always you can just wait for the next time.
Yeah. You
lead it on.
Oh my god, you're a walrus with shorts and a backpack.
And a backpack.
I hate everything.
And you got fat, got teeth. Mumbo's kind of derpy as well.
Oh my god, you look so derpy when you walk.
Yeah! Dude, he's always rocking out. He's got like Metallica in his head at all times.
Yeah, man, look at that head bob.
Da-da. Some Master of Puppets going on. Well, yeah, he's rocking out.
Enter Sandman's way better.
I'm not going to start that conversation because we will get crucified for that.
What do you mean we'll get crucified for that? We're expressing opinions about music. People crucify us for that, then they're fucking retarded.
Oh man, people crucify each other for way less than just even liking a song. They will get mad at you for liking parts of a song or not liking the cover to a song that is not that great. Speaking of covers that are not that great, every Frozen cover ever made.
Oh my god, this has been your pet peeve for like the last week or so. All the covers of Let It Go that have spiked up after the release of that movie. Troy can't even go on the internet without seeing one, and then he just starts to breathe heavily and he has to leave the room.
Breathing intensifies?
Yeah, breathing intensifies.
It's not even like my big problem. It's not with the song itself. I could care less about the actual song. My problem is like needlessly large number of covers. I had this exact same problem with Gangnam Style when that first came out.
How are you going up the hill? Like,
fuck you, Connor.
How do physic?
Don't worry about
How
it.
do physic? You're losing, Troy. You're losing.
No,
you're losing to a big fat stupid bear.
No,
who
you
ate a
lose
jiggy.
now, and then you go around him. Trust me. You didn't even play this game. You don't even know what you're talking about.
You're gonna lose to him. You're gonna lose the big fat stupid bear. No, what was that about? Gango style?
Like, it was the same kind of situation going the style. There's about 1,000 covers within like the first like week of it getting popular, and then it just spikes out of control because then everyone
and their mother.
Every 14-year-old girl with a ukulele, all of a sudden believes that they should do a cover of it, and then it just becomes flooded, saturated hell. Like, sure, there will be one or two that's great.
You got quite an opinion about this.
Oh man, it drives me insane. It's mostly because of the saturation levels provide like justification that anyone can do it, and then you destroy your own product by making a terrible version of it. Like, trust me, there'll be 1 million great ones, but for every 1 million great ones, there'll be 2 million bad ones. But that's only a 2-to-1 ratio, so that's not terrible. That's definitely much worse than that. But that's the internet. But you know what's not? Being a sweet-ass walrus getting fucking jiggies.
Head bob.
Yeah, son.
Okay, now what else can you do as a walrus?
The other walrus says, yo, take this, and watch out for that smelly-ass bear and that stupid bird partner.
Wow.
He's,
Now, what happens to Kazooie when Banjo gets turned into this stupid fuck? Oh, see, no, this is the use for Banjo in this game. This is the only reason that Banjo is useful, because he gets turned into the things.
I think they get turned into together, like a
fused mind?
Yeah, sick combination.
Like, they're fighting for control over their combined form inside of their mind. It's like some epic battle.
Kazooie just controls the head, that's why he keeps fucking around.
Bob.
He tries to, like, move him back. Banjo controls the rest of the body. Neither controls bladder functions, as with all animals. Just shit where you are.
Try not to shit where you sleep.
Hopefully. No guarantees.
No guarantees.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Have you ever seen like rhinoceros shit? When they shit, they like wag their tail and just shoots
it
everywhere.
Like it sprays everywhere. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. It's pretty gross.
That is funny. And also slightly disgusting. But more funny because it's poop. I'm like a 5-year-old boy.
You are a 5-year-old boy.
Trapped in a 20-year-old man's body.
Have you ever wondered why there's a walrus next to a fire?
Walrus likes to be warm? Like, I don't know.
They're kind of fat for a reason. Like, it's not just like fat for the sake
Maybe he just likes being really, really warm. Maybe he likes building fires. Maybe...
How did he build the fire?
I don't know. With his tusks? Or his, like, sparkling personality?
Is that how he aesthetic at night?
Yeah, something like that. So that's my story. That's what I'm going to stick to.
Yeah, okay. Same with all the girls' panties there, Connor. They're just so hot that just burst into flames.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Are you trying to make fun of me?
Yes, I am, and Marty's just dying over in the corner. You like here's the joke, and then there's it going over your head.
For those of you who need closed captioning, Troy's waving over his head with his hand like a big stupid fucking dumbass.
I'm sure Marty will get a nice diagram of the joke over Connor. I know there's them on Google Images. So
I just don't understand the joke in the slightest because it doesn't sound very funny. What about panties being on fire? Troy, you care to explain?
If I need to explain a joke, it's not funny, Connor.
Yeah, exactly, because it wasn't funny at all.
Marty laughed. The joke was directed.
Marty will laugh at anything.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's
like maybe penis balls, but that gets everyone though.
You didn't get me. What are you talking about?
Everyone died.
Everyone died that day.
Penis balls. I'd asked Marty to put up a picture of that, but we all know what it would be.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh
my god. No. That's just.
Does anyone remember Gonad and Strife? I'm sorry, this came up the other day, but it was like, if you're old on the internet, you remember Gonad and Strife.
I don't know what Gonad and Strife are.
I need... Oh, there's the shoes. Sweet. So this is round 2. He's a little bit harder, but I got my J's on.
I got my J's on.
I feel like that's the wrong lyrics, and that's how much I actually care about this song, because it's kind of stupid. And I really don't care too much about the actual thing. So, Boggy tries to fucking make fun of me, and then I'm like, yo, son, I'm gonna outrun you. For some reason, running is actually easier.
How does he have his fucking... Like, I don't understand how he goes up the hill. It makes me so mad.
It's magic, Connor.
Like, there's not even, like, a boost pad. He doesn't have, like, a mushroom or anything. This isn't Mario Kart. He just goes up the hill. What is the explanation? Where does the physics come from? How does this work? Nobody knows.
That uses the same magic that keeps anime characters' hair up.
Low blow.
Oh.
That was below the belt.
Oh, 100% accurate.
That was below the belt, Troy.
That was a well-timed one. Fuck you, stupid bear. What is this?
Wow.
Hard luck, buddy.
Hard luck.
There's actually one where he just fucking chirps you pretty hard.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's actually...
Come on, buddy, try again. Potato racer, beat it back out.
He's like sitting on his nuts this entire time like that. He's just slapping them. You can actually hear
you know what? There's a joke there somewhere about like what he's doing, that motion that he's making. I'm just gonna leave it alone because I am a gentleman and I'm not gonna make that joke.
See, I'm a scholar and I'll make that joke. Because I do it for science.
For science, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously for science. That
the
is
science of cheap laughs.
Basically, you're totally gonna lose.
If you fall far enough behind, he just
This is too easy. I'm giving up.
Yeah, I won. He gave up.
Well, no, because if he
default.
That's how it should work. That's how it should work.
Talk over Connor.
I will break your teeth.
They're not teeth.
What are they?
They are your hopes and dreams that you forever had. Gotta beat this stupid fat ass bear.
My hopes and dreams. You know, I went to this Asian restaurant the other day, and the menu there was unbelievable. Like you know how there's
it's all
no, but there was like over 300 items on this menu. Yeah. It was insane. And like there were options below each of them, and it was like you can get a number one with a number two. You can get like a number two number one, like a number one something. Like it was fuck man, it was unbelievable. There's so many numbers, and like that's all they wanted. That's all the waitresses and waiters cared about. It was like number. I'd be like, well, like what's this, and they'd be like number, and I'd be like, what?
You gotta have a good lead for this part. You can actually jump faster going sideways. So that's
really?
Yeah, I keep doing that. Well, it's the same with like any Asian restaurant. You go in, their menu is longer than the Bible, and
longer than the Bible.
I don't know. I couldn't think of a really long book that everyone knew about. So
War and Peace, Charles Dickens. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Was that Pride and Prejudice?
Well,
I'm mixing up my classics right now.
It's also the end of the episode.
It was the best of times. It was the end of the episode.
Yes. See you next time.